Now that's an intro. I cannot believe myself that I just cooked that. That deserves a like and a sub. Come on now. In today's video, we're gonna master Evelyn's combo. Not just 5, not 6, but 7 consecutive chain attacks. And I will break it all down step by step, with some exercises to help you practice. Timestamps are in the description, so feel free to jump to the part you need. Let's dive in. First things first, let's understand her core passive. Upon entering Binding Seal, Evelyn gains a 25% crit rate boost. But she doesn't just stop there, she keeps that buff for 10 seconds, even after leaving the state. And here's the juiciest part, if you switch her out mid-Binding Seal, she auto-follows up with special attack Ichinokata, Binding Asunder. And her additional ability, Ambush Point. When there's a stun or a support character in your squad, Evelyn's chain attack and ultimate damage gets a 30% boost. But here's the kicker, if Evelyn's crit rate is 80% or higher, the damage multiplier of her chain attack and ultimate cranks up to 125% of the original value. Basically, she will detonate everything in front of her. Or behind her, because you know, she snaps and the explosion is behind her. You get my point. Okay, now let's move on. She looks very simple to play, but once you understand her, there's more to her than meets the eye. Before we jump into the basic combo, let's learn how to cancel her enhanced basic attack with her ultimate. This is important to learn because this will speed up the combo, making it fast and efficient. When you have her bar on half, you can do one basic attack hold into quickly pressing the ultimate. This will instantly give her 2 stacks. And if you have her bar fully maxed, you can do 2 basic attack hold into quickly pressing her ultimate. This will give her max stacks. The team I will be pairing her up with will be Astra and Lycon. Just a quick heads up, I don't have Lighter or Kaleda because I'm lacking in the stun department, but each stunner is unique. King Yi, for example, boosts the stun damage multiplier, but for the best stunner for Evelyn is no other than Lighter, because Lighter has fire buffs and also extends the stun bar, giving you more time. Now that we got that covered, let's do the common basic stun combo, which is 3 chain and 1 ultimate.
All exits are now sealed.
Apologies.
Securing the perimeter. The best defense is a strong offense.
Keep in mind, going on forward from here, you need to have her resources up, which means her ultimate and her bars fully stacked. Now let us visit Pompeii. I recommend you guys to practice beating the shit out of Pompeii when trying to master Evelyn's combos, because unlike in free training, you can't do multiple chain attacks there. And with the stun Rizonia will be very helpful because having that 10% stun buff will go a long way.
All exits are now sealed. Don't. Securing the perimeter. The best defense is a strong offense.
For the 5 chain, it's kind of the same as the 4 chain, but you guys are gonna need Astra for this one.
Securing the perimeter.
Okay, pause. Keep this in mind. Before she snaps, switch to the stunner to trigger the chain attack.
Apologies.
All exits are now sealed. The best defense is a strong offense.
Thank you, Tia.
Song is with you!
Pompeii kinda died too fast there, but after Astra's ult, that's the 5th chain for Evelyn. Okay, now let's move on to the 6 chain attack combo. Okay, here's the hidden tech for doing the 6 chain. Some people may already know this, but for people who don't know, listen up. It's the same as before, but we're gonna do some tricky maneuvers here. If you guys have watched my Harumasa guide tutorial, then you guys are educated on how to switch in reverse. But if Astra is in her singing state, even when you press reverse, you will still switch in with the stunner. Okay, now here's the tech. Once you go back-to-back switch to Astras, when you use ultimate, you will then hold down the basic attack button to immediately end her singing state. Okay, forgot to mention this earlier. When you see these buttons, that means I'm holding down the basic attack button. Now we got that covered, let's do the 6-chain combo.
Quickly now.
All exits are now sealed.
Seizing advantage.
Securing the perimeter. Nothing slips through my defense.
Okay, pause. Okay, my bad, Lycon. Bad timing to pose, I know. Okay, from this part, you will do 2 swaps back to back. Then you will immediately press the ulti, while in the cinematic animation, you can hold it down from there. Once she does her attack animation, quickly press the assist button. Then, after Evelyn's chain animation is over, or when she snapped, that's where you go in reverse to Astra, then quickly press her X special into quick assist with Eve.
My soul is with you!
All exits are now sealed. Securing the perimeter.
That last part is very tricky to understand, but don't worry. Here's some exercises you can do in free training mode. The faster you can do this, the better.
This song is dedicated to the world! Alright, I'll take the mic.
Repeat this exercise until you are comfortable. Okay, before we do the 7-chain combo, we will have to talk about some important keynotes. You can only do this when you have Astra and when you have already used Evelyn's ultimate, or if you have Mindscapes, but since my Eve is M0, I'm gonna do my best to explain this combo slowly. For people who don't know, once Evelyn removes her jacket, she no longer consumes 3 stacks. Instead, she only consumes 2 stacks. For this one to be executed, managing her passive bar is key to executing the 7-chain combo. As I mentioned in the beginning, where you use her ultimate to cancel her enhanced basic attacks is also important to keep in mind as well. You can clearly notice I'm very slow when going for the enhanced basic attack cancel, and I also made some mistakes on executing her chains a bit. A bit of a tip: when you have full stacks with her passive bar, you can just hold the basic attack button while she is in her chain animation. Therefore, she will not do any basic attacks. Remember, keep all resources up before doing this, and for this to work, we are also gonna need the manual chain attack. Without further ado, let's do this.
Neutralize the threat. Precision strike initiated.
Apologies.
I'll take point.
Stay calm now.
Your journey ends with me. nothing slips through my defense. All exits are now sealed.
Okay, as you can see, the stun meter is over before I could finish the 7th chain. Technically, there's room for improvement, and also this is where Lighter becomes such a good stunner to have, because him extending the stun duration will help Eve complete the 7-chain combo. Okay, let's rewatch that and let me explain to give more in-depth on how it went. Okay, here we open up with Eve's chain. One thing to keep in mind here is that before she snaps, immediately switch with your stunner, because we don't want Eve to trigger the chain here.
Securing the perimeter.
Okay, for this one, you'll notice that it still has that rainbow stun meter. You're gonna do 2 holds of enhanced basic attack here to prep for the next part.
Apologies.
All exits are now sealed.
Okay, keep in mind that when she's on her chain animation, you can just hold the basic attack button to go straight to her chain animation, therefore skipping any basic attacks. And for the next part here, remember to master the exercise I showed earlier. The faster you do this, the better. Keyframes is key to min-maxing.
This song is dedicated to the world.
Securing the perimeter.
Okay, over here you don't switch back yet to Astra. Instead, you do 1 X special into 1 hold basic attack into instantly pressing her ultimate. And after her animation, this is where you go in reverse to Astra and finally doing the last 2 chains to complete the combo.
Nothing slips through my defense. All exits are now sealed.
Final tips and advice on her build, and a quick disclaimer, this is just information that I gathered, so before you type in the comments section, please do enlighten me, because the information that I have gathered might not be enough. There are some guides out there that explain in depth that all the 4-piece attacker sets are horrible for her. Let me explain. The buff you get on the woodpecker is so short that Evelyn won't be able to maximize it due to her chain attack animations. It's just too long. The 4-piece hormone punk technically is longer, but when you're gonna do the full combo, its value is not maximized throughout the combo. Same goes for the 4-piece buffer. And the 4-piece inferno is so horrible for her because you're just overcapping her crit rate. This is only good when you lack on the crit rate and are using mono fire teams. They say that 2-2-2 piece is the best for her, especially if you have better substats on different 1-2 piece sets. You can experiment with this, like go 1-1 and then 2-2, basically trying to maximize better substats that you have for her. But my go-to 2-piece is Blade and Branch for crit damage, Inferno Metal for fire damage bonus, or Hormone or Astral for attack percentage. And if you guys lack the crit rate, you can go for 2-piece Woodpecker. Remember, you guys only need 55 crit rate on her build because her core passive gives 25%, so you get that 80% crit rate for her kit requirements. Right now, she doesn't have a good 4-piece that suits her playstyle. Maybe in the near future, we might get a better 4-piece that synergizes with her playstyle. Maybe a 4-piece that boosts the chain attack damage of the user. That would be insane for her. For her Wenjin, hands down, it's her signature. It's every attacker's dream, which is attack, crit rate, crit damage, and defense shred. Her signature is also a good Wenjin for Harumasa. For free-to-play, you can go for Brimstone, but sadly she can't maximize the Brimstone's passive buff. The best free-to-play option would be Marcado, and for beginners who don't have, you can go for M5 Starlight engine. And for her team builds, I would recommend to let your stunner hold the 4-piece Astral into 2-piece Stun or 2-piece Swing Jazz, because overall, when it comes to maximizing the damage, having your support hold the 4-piece Swing Jazz when using the ultimate will greatly buff Evelyn. Here are some endgame stats to aim for your Evelyn. That's all for today's video. Hope you guys learned a lot. Leave a comment down below if you have more questions. Hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, Happy grinding.